It's a lovely day out today, guys. Sitting in my garden. I've just mowed my lawn and painted my grandma's fence this morning, and I'm waiting for my food to digest before I head to the gym. Got my selfie stick now. Now I'm not so close to the camera. Anyways, I feel like recently I've been talking a lot about what I think other people should be doing and giving a lot of advice that kind of sounds like, oh, you should do this and that to be happy. And I think that's stemming from because I am enjoying where I am in life at the moment, and I'm just kind of telling people what I've done to get them. So I've been really living my best life recently, but today I would like to talk about something that I've always kind of struggled with and kind of still do, and it's not really talked about that much, but I don't think it's really unique to me as a problem. And anyways, I'll just get into it. So my whole life I just feel like in all my connections with people, friends, relationships, anything, I feel like the longest relationships last when you're not really intimate or close with someone. And I think that stems from I don't really know how to explain it. It's going to be a bit of a tough video because I'm kind of like ashamed of it, to put it bluntly. I would love to not have this trait, but it's something that I'm working on. So I think a lot of times when I'm close with someone, or anyone is close with someone, and they hang around them a lot of times, like you just hang around them and do a lot of stuff with them. It might be your best friend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. And I feel like it's so normalized to treat the ones that you're closest with almost less nice than you would to a stranger on the street, or kind of worry about them less. And you kind of see that in a lot of relationships that have been going on for a while, a lot of marriages where people kind of don't treat their significant other with respect anymore. And I see it a lot in friendships, and I've experienced it in a lot of friendships as well, where you've been friends with someone and you're meeting new people. You want to impress these new people. You want to hang out with these new people, and you kind of neglect your day ones almost, And I've kind of struggled with that because throughout my life I've had a lot of different best friends. I'll always have, most of the time, one person that I've been hanging around with a lot. And for a long time, that's going to be alright for you, and you're going to be able to hang around that person. You're going to love hanging around with them. It's going to be amazing, and that's like almost the honeymoon phase for each of your friendships. And I'm still only young, 18. I've had, life changes a lot before you're an adult, I think. And I've had lots of different best friends that have come and gone throughout my life. And, a lot of them have come and gone through situation where, you might have moved school, you can't really talk to them, you didn't have any contacts, and nothing in common to do with them. But recently, as you get older, your connections run deeper, and you don't lose friends because you can't keep in contact. You lose friends because you stop keeping contact because something happens. And recently I didn't really lose this good friend, but this friend I was really close with this guy, and I would hang out with him every day, and you know, I was so close with this guy. I loved him. I still love that guy, but you know, I had to quit rowing, which was the main connection that we had. And if you've done rowing, you know that if you row, it's kind of your whole life. You know, you hang around the rowers. You only have rower friends. You kind of row, eat, sleep, drink beer. That's about it. And you know, after that, it'd been like 2 years since we started hanging out, and you know, after I stopped rowing, we didn't really have anything in common. We didn't have any classes in common, and because he was like an old friend, and every single little habit that he had kind of became annoying and hard to put up with in a way, which happens with everyone that you meet. You know, all of the funny things that seem funny and quirky about someone later on in life, or later down the line also, kind of turn into little, I don't know, annoying things once you've seen it a million times, and you've heard the same stories a million times, except told to different people. And I don't know, I just feel like once you hang around someone that you're really close with, for me personally, it's really hard for me to not feel almost an underlying resentment for that person, which I hate, because obviously I don't want to resent any of my friends. You know what I mean? I just want to be friends with them, you know. But after a certain point, you know, little mannerisms that they have, things that they do, you kind of start picking up on them, and it just you end up needing a break, you know. So that kind of comes back to my original point when I said that friends that you're not actually that close with tend to last the longest. Like one of my childhood friends, Angus, I didn't talk to that guy for like, you know, I did talk to him, but like it was like on and off talking for like 5 years in high school, and you know, we were never not friends, but we were never like as tight as we were at the start, and we're still friends to this day. So I've known that guy for like 12 years now, which is mad. But yeah, back to the point, I just feel like I've been struggling a lot recently with this feeling of, I don't know how to put it, but it's like you don't really want to hang out with your best friend or that person that you've been hanging around with for the past like year or 2 years or 3 years, because you know everything about them almost, and they're not as interesting as meeting someone new. And I'm still working on, you know, figuring out how to deal with that, because I don't know what else you can do other than take a break from that person. But when I did that with the guy that I was talking about before, my old best friend, it didn't really work out, because our lives kind of, you know, split apart, because we had different interests, we had different friends, and we kind of turned into two separate different people. So although we could probably sit down and have a chat now, it would probably be small talk, like what have you been doing last year? Nothing. It wouldn't be the same as it once was, is what I'm kind of trying to say. I'm actually finding it quite hard to articulate my thoughts at the moment, but I think what I'm trying to say is that I'm afraid to do that again, because I am scared that I'll lose another good friend from that, and I'm not really sure what to do, because the more you hang out with this person that you're feeling resentment to, the more resentment it kind of builds up a little bit, and I don't want that either. So I thought if I came and talked about it on the YouTube, I might be able to sort my thoughts out a little bit better. But I'm still confused, and I'm not entirely sure what to do, because it's a bit of a sticky situation. But yeah, I think I'll just cut it there for today's video. I'm not sure if I said everything that I wanted to. And I was given an eyebrow slit last night. It's kind of growing on me. And I think I've digested my food now. I think I'm ready to go to the gym and get some pre-workout. It's Monday afternoon, so all the school kids are gonna be there, so it's gonna be pretty busy. Today, I'm probably gonna do either upper or push, because I haven't been in fucking 3 days. Expect a Mount Barney hiking video, because I did that the other day. 2 a.m. pickup, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know. If you have any suggestions or like advice, do leave it in the comments. It's not that deep, really. Just probably need to get over myself. But yeah, I'd love to, bro. If I literally had, if I could change one thing about myself, it would be to never get sick of people, because it's such a weird feeling. Still loving someone but not liking them.